This would be great. Well, what are we waiting for?
Showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I see them big orange barrels, detours down the line. My GPS is bugging, and I need an exit sign. Traffic moving like molasses, cars are limping by. This road is jammed for miles, I hang my head and cry. Well, I left my house this morning in time to beat the rush. But here I sit on 75, it makes me want to cuss. I'm trapped behind a big rig, and my AC's fried. This backup has me fuming, I feel my road rage rise. It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I was stuck in some traffic today because of construction, so I felt it appropriate. Tonight on the show, it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend, coming up after 6:30. We've got some folks here from a local nonprofit called Brothers Helping Brothers. We're going to talk to Nick and I believe Amanda, and we're going to find out about this group that are doing great work here in the Miami Valley. Also, we have tickets to give away to see the Stray Cats. August 10th, Rose Music Center. Just be listening for the Stray Cats Rock This Town. When you hear it, be the 6 caller at 937-957-1290. We're training a new producer, Joe. Go ahead, Joe. You can get on the air. This is the first time. Yeah. How you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
So you're new to the show. This is your first day kind of sitting there running things.
Yes, sir, it is.
Are you nervous at all?
A little bit.
A little nervous?
A little bit.
Are you nervous about screwing up, or are you nervous about me picking on you?
You go ham on me.
We have a willing participant. That's what I like. A well-trained whipping boy. I can appreciate that. All right, Joe. Well, thanks for being on the show. First thing I wanted to start with, we've talked about this subject before, and it's always interesting, the responses, the calls that we get. Again, 937-957-1290. This has to do with things that you have inherited from loved ones, whether it's parents, grandparents, or maybe some weird family heirloom. I saw a new survey. They asked 1,200 U.S. Americans about these types of inheritance of these interesting possessions. And I was surprised that about 49% say they'd actually rather inherit nothing than have to deal with relatives' belongings. And I kind of get that, because in some instances, there's a lot of stuff left behind. 51% of Americans would rather inherit a few select items from a loved one than everything. Well, I don't know. Would anybody want everything? Holy cow. That's a lot. It could be a lot. I mean, we are out of closet space at home, right? We don't have any storage. So there's not much room, but it's got me thinking too, and not to bring a downer to this, talked about this on the show. My son passed in March, and he was my only child. So I've got all kinds of crap that I've been holding on to for years, whether it be from my childhood, whether it be from my career. It could be, just stuff that I have held on to, things that belong to my grandfather or grandmother or, grandparents, my father, things that I've inherited that I thought, one day I will give to him. Well, now what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? And I've pondered this deeply. It's like, do I hang on to it, or do I just get rid of it now? Because eventually it's going to end up in a landfill or a Goodwill. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to proceed. But I thought it would be interesting to ask, what sort of different or unusual or weird or maybe something priceless that you received as an inheritance from a loved one. Of the people that were surveyed, some of the more unusual items, a bale of cotton that was signed by actor John Wayne. Okay, that's unusual. A pure gold butter knife. Okay, I can see that. I've got some old silverware that belonged to family members, nothing pure gold. Let's see, Roman artifacts from 300 AD. Now, how long have those been passed down, I wonder? I don't think from the original era. A giant garage-sized painting of a dog. Okay. Tiffany stained glass lamp. Now, that would be nice. That would be nice. A pair of lamps in the shape of legs. Now, I wonder if those are from A Christmas Story. That would be nice to have. A talking fish. I'm assuming it's one of those plaque things where the fish sings. The head kind of wiggles and the tail wiggles. This I wouldn't mind having. A clear glass donkey that doubles as a beer mug. That would be quality. This one might be a little creepy. Some marionettes made from the 1800s. I have no problem with puppets, but marionettes, they're a little creepy. I remember a marionette show coming to my school, Maine Elementary, there in Beaver Creek, where I grew up, and just being frightened of the creepy looking marionettes. And then an antique dentist chair. But if you got anything you want to share, something that maybe you inherited, and again, it doesn't have to be crazy or weird. It's just interesting to hear what you've got. The thing that I inherited from my dad was a couple of things. He was a big baseball player and loved baseball, and I love baseball. I got his old ball glove from when he was in school. I got his old spikes. And oddly enough, in the bag was his old jockstrap, which I think might be somewhere in the closet. But that right there. That's an odd thing to inherit, right? I don't know if that was the intention, but it's part of the collection. So if you got something like that, 937-957-1290. We've got some cars crashing into buildings.
Your crashed car. In local news, a spectacular car crash. House car.
Well, if you're keeping track, we are now up to 80. I got to give a shout out to Edgehead Jason. He sent me an email at 4:52 p.m., just before we went on the air. And he says that a car hit a porch on Route 29 and Brookline Avenue in Sydney. And he sent a photographic proof. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Just nailed the corner of the front porch, airbag deployed. So they weren't messing around. They hit it pretty hard. I can't see what the address is, but maybe somebody up in Sydney, if you know that area, you can give us more details. But Jason, thank you for that. So if you are keeping track, we're now to 80 for the year. 937-957-1290. We got Chris in Inglewood. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? I got actually two items I inherited from my grandparents. The first was gramophone records and a gramophone. I got like hundreds of gramophones. And but the other item is more interesting, I think.
Those are cool.
My grandmother, when she was, I think, 6 years old, had to go around. The whole family gathered around her uncle's deathbed, and he refused to die, he said, until a surgeon came to pull a piece of the Confederacy out of him. And everybody wondered what that was. Well, it turns out it was a spent bullet from the Battle of Cold Harbor. He refused to have pulled out of him at the battle because he was worried they were going to amputate his leg.
Oh.
So I inherited that bullet.
So you've got the bullet that struck your great, what is it? Would be your great grandfather?
Yeah, my great uncle.
Your great uncle. Okay. Wow. That's pretty cool. You mentioned gramophone. It slipped my mind. I inherited a Edison phonograph, one of those cylinder.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Cool.
Those are pretty cool. And I think I've only got one of the cylinders though.
Oh, no, I have the later version, 1923 Chinese export one. And I got about 700 phonographs.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's cool. All right, Chris. Well, I appreciate your call, buddy. Have a good one. That line's open 937-957-1290. If you've got something that you inherited, we've got some breaking the law news to talk about.
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Well, this guy has been on the show or mentioned on the show a number of times. His name is James Farthing, and he is from Georgetown, Kentucky. And last year, he was a Powerball winner. He won $167 million. And this guy, there should be like a movie about this guy or a series or something, because since winning $167 million, this guy has been arrested not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. This guy is he's legendary. The first incident occurred not long after he won the Powerball. He and his girlfriend went down to Florida to celebrate. They were at a resort, and he got into a fight and then attacked a cop. So then he got arrested for that. Then he was arrested for burglary and drug possession. Then he was just recently arrested in his second domestic violence incident. Apparently he tried to strangle somebody. So this guy, he won all this money. You would think that would chill him out maybe a bit, but not at all. So, so now he was also indicted or arrested for leaving the scene of a crash. That was just last month. This guy's on fire. But, if I won that kind of money, I think it would chill me out a bit.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Are we not commenting tonight? Is that or am I missing something? I see 2 comments from Leslie and Kelly. Am I missing something? I don't know. Usually people are a little more chatty when they come on. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're all here watching. Hey, Daryl. Wow, 108. Ugh. No thanks. Yowza. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? Rains came through today. You know, Steve, I didn't. I didn't. We had something come up last night, so I wasn't able to go get my pizza. My pizza. Oh, geez. Mary just sent me a picture. She's at the grocery, and there's the pumpkin spice is out. Ooh, that's cool. Like his fire hat or fire helmet and his jacket, boots. That's cool.
Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
So what's wrong with having a little fun, huh?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
There's pumpkin spice everything.
Pumpkin spice donuts. Pumpkin spice muffins. Pumpkin spice coffee. We get it!
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. My wife Mary just sent me a text. I think she's at Kroger, and she sent me some pictures of pumpkin spice coffee mix, which I guess is seasonal. So now I guess we're into it, aren't we? August is just a few days away, which means Halloween's practically here. Autumn is practically here. Goodness gracious. I saw this story. You know the country singer Trace Adkins? He's a big-time country guy. They play him down on our sister station, K99.1 FM. I've heard of Trace Adkins. I didn't know this about him, though. He's been married 4 times. And in 1994, he was shot through the heart by his second wife, Julie. So she said leave. He wasn't going to leave. She had a gun, and she shot him through the heart. I had no idea. But he was recently on a podcast, and I've watched this podcast. It's pretty good, The Past Weekend with Theo Vaughn. And he was talking about his 4 marriages and how this one time it went a little too far. He says the shot went through his heart, both of his lungs. He referred to it as a kill shot. So this second wife shot him through the heart. The doctor said the only reason he survived was because the bullet went through at point blank velocity and didn't have time to mushroom. It was just muzzle velocity, so it went straight through. The most painful part was after the surgery because they had to crack his chest open and fix that. But here's the thing. This is what is amazing about this story to me. He didn't press charges. This guy got shot through the lungs and the heart by an ex-wife. And he's like, I'm not going to bother. That is pretty forgiving. Wow. I don't know that I would be that forgiving.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Okay. Pumpkin spice. What? Oh, yeah, Stephen. She does the pumpkin spice. She loves pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice yogurt, pumpkin spice ice cream, pumpkin spice coffee, pumpkin spice cookies, pumpkin spice hand lotion. She loves the pumpkin spice. You know what? There is pumpkin spice toilet paper. I gave Molly Kowick, a former News Center 7 news reporter and anchor, a roll of pumpkin spice toilet paper. Oh, I'm sure that they're I'm sure there's pumpkin spice wings. You know, I don't mind the food stuff so much. It's all the other, like, there's oh my gosh. I mean, oh yeah, there's definitely pumpkin spice beer.
You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. I just mentioned a few minutes ago that my wife, Mary, sent me a photo of some pumpkin spice coffee mate. And yeah, it's just about that time. And now there's a lively discussion going on the live stream about pumpkin spice and all the different varieties that it comes in. Now, here's the thing. It might be a little early to talk about pumpkin spice, but whatever. I have no problem with anything food related. It's all the other stuff that I find weird. I was sitting here watching this conversation on the live stream, so I asked Chat GPT, give me a list of all of the pumpkin spice products that are out there. So, it goes out, it finds all these things. Body wash, pumpkin spice body wash, conditioner and shampoo, lip scrub, bubble bath, cologne, perfume. Ladies, would you want your men smelling like pumpkin spice? I mean, I know you love it. You love it in your coffee. You love it in your yogurt. You love it in your desserts. But cologne, hairspray. Now, here's one. Fabric softener. Would you want everything to smell like pumpkin spice? Dog shampoo. Now, there you go. You want Fido to smell like pumpkin spice. Holy cow. Well, it's that time of the year. And now, I mean, look, people love it. They go nuts for it. It's a big deal. It is a big deal. I saw this story, and I've never heard of this before. I know that some stores in the past have had like hours set aside for seniors, where seniors could come in and shop at their leisure. Sometimes they might be closed to everybody else, like maybe a grocery store, or whatever it might be. So seniors can come in, take their time, do what they have to do, and not become overwhelmed with all of the people that are shopping at, regular times. But I've never heard of quiet hours. This is like a new thing. And Sephora, which is the skincare and makeup and beauty supply Sephora. I think there's one at the Green. Maybe they're in Kohl's stores. Is that the one that's in Kohl's Sephora? I think it is. They've instituted something called Quiet Hours. And it's an inclusive initiative aimed to anyone who enjoys a more peaceful and calmer shopping environment. Now, my first thought was, is this for people that might be on the autistic spectrum? Because I've heard that, a lot of activity can be a challenge to folks like that. Or if it's just for other people who just want peace and quiet. Other retailers like Walmart, Target, and even Chuck E. Cheese have begun offering hours that reduce sensory triggers. This includes turning down the music, adjusting screens, sensitivities to fluorescent or flickering lights, background music, announcements, crowded chatter, strong smelling food. Now, crowded chatter, if you're in there during quiet hours, do you get hushed like at the library? Is some 20-year-old working at Sephora going to come up to you? Shh, it's quiet hours here. No strong smelling foods. Well, how are you going to do that at Chuck E. Cheese? I mean, it's a pizza place. Perfume or cleaning product smells. Unexpected touch in tight aisles. Yeah, I don't want to feel anybody's unexpected touch, regardless if it's quiet time or not. But yeah, that's interesting. Maybe somebody has been looking for something like this. Like, are there stores here doing that? I've never heard of quiet hours before, but it is. We got some creeper news.
Crazy creep! Bunch of weirdos.
Sounds like a creep to me.
Whack job.
You know what? You're starting to creep me out, man.
Your move, creep.
You little creep!
I used to watch Jeopardy quite a bit, but then when I started doing the show a number of years ago, I'm here during the show, during Jeopardy, so I can't watch it. But there was a guy on Jeopardy by the name of Joey DeSena. And I guess he was like a returning champion, like won a bunch of times. and was one of the people in the Champions wildcard tournament this past January. Well, he was arrested on, arrested in December, but pleaded guilty just this past Monday for being I would just call it a creeper. He's just a creeper. According to an indictment, this guy unlawfully, willfully, and feloniously, for the purpose of arousing and gratifying the sexual desire of a person, secretly and surreptitiously installed cameras in the bathroom and bedroom of a home in Corolla, North Carolina. So I guess this guy must be from there, and he had an Airbnb. Or I'm assuming that's what it is, because somebody rented it for a weekend because of a wedding. And this woman said that she found 2 black USB wall chargers with cameras inside her rental home. So this guy was peeping for perversion. He's a development engineer, and he won Jeopardy twice in 2024. Earned $44,698. But what a creeper. Does anybody know this guy? I've never heard of him. But he's 60-month probationary sentence. That's it. He completed a psychosexual evaluation and does not have to register as a sex offender. Explain that to me. Interesting. 937-957-1290. Second day in a row, we've got some robot news. Well, the story we had yesterday in regards to into robots was that I think it was United Airlines said that robots are no longer allowed on flights. Earlier this year, some CEO of a robot company took one of his humanoid robots on a plane, bought him a ticket, but they let him on the plane, and it caused all kinds of commotion and concern, mainly not because they thought the robot was going to go berserk and attack people, though that would be entertaining to see, candidly. It was because of the ion batteries, the lithium batteries, that can be dangerous. And you don't want that kind of risk on a plane. Well, this has to do with robot teachers. A school district in upstate New York spent $60,000 on a robot from a company called Realbotics. Realbotics. It's an AI humanoid robot that is supposed to resemble a teacher. This robot has long, dark hair, has arms that move. Now, it can't walk. It's stationary. But it can talk and it can move its head. It's got lifelike skin, lifelike emotions and reactions, and it's AI. They spent $60,000 on this. The students have named her Sally. But they've put this on hold because the parents are freaking out. Parents are freaking out about this robot, namely because of privacy issues. They're concerned that the robot is somehow going to, capture personal information about their kids and store it somewhere. Now, as you can imagine, the teachers there who are unionized are not happy about this either, because the idea is, well, wait a second, are you trying to take our jobs? So they're up in arms. They also take issue with the fact that the company that makes this particular robot teacher also makes robot sex dolls. So you got the robot teachers in one department and the robot sex dolls in the other department, and let's hope they don't get confused.
Is Howard Wolowitz working there?
I don't know. He could be. That sounds like a
got
job.
It to work,
yeah,
huh?
That guy from Big Bang would have. But here's the thing: another school district in San Diego spent $500,000 on 2 AI powered robots to be teachers. Man, oh man, the robots are taking over, I'm telling you.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Robots! Howard, what are you doing with the robot? I wonder if I can find that clip. Where is it? Let's see here.
Every Saturday, 11 to noon, Take Two Healthcare brings the latest on wellness and alternative therapies. I'm Dr. Merkel. You might learn that maybe your health problems really do have safe, natural solutions. And Ask the Expert show on WHIO.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life.
Well, I found the scene where he does get the robot's hand stuck on his junk, but I didn't find the clip of his mom. That would be great.
WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
Two people are facing charges in the overdose of a child. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290 and 95.7
It's the Evening
WHIO.
Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up after 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday. We're going to be talking to Nick and Amanda from Brothers Helping Brothers, group right here in the Miami Valley doing great work. And that's coming up after 6:30. If you are a local nonprofit and you want a little free love, free airtime. I shouldn't say free love. That's a little weird. Free airtime. We'll give you some love on the air. How about that? That makes sense. Just shoot me an email, and we'll try to get you scheduled. I will tell you there's only a few spaces left for this year, and we're already starting to book some stuff for next year. That's Wing It Wednesday. Here on the Evening Edge. We have some naked news.
First, we both get naked.
Let's get naked.
Why are you naked?
I didn't know you were naked.
He saw me
I
naked.
think we should get naked.
Be naked.
I am naked.
Well, this happened let me start at that again. This happened in Indiana, our neighbors to the west. That's what I was trying to stumble over. In beautiful Evansville, cops say they arrested a man who was spotted walking naked across a busy street. When cops approached the man, he was unable to tell them his name, and he was placed into custody. But here's the best part. When officers were questioning him, he said that maybe he was on drugs. And he told one officer that he was on shrooms, fish, and shrimp. That's what he was high on. Shrooms, fish, and shrimp. Officers later found the man's vehicle and also found a green leafy substance inside on the sideboard. This guy was having one heck of a time there in Evansville. But shrooms, fish, and shrimp. That is quite the trio there.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Who, Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
That's right. It was parsley. All right.
Dayton's news
all talk
and talk.
all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Just want the radio on. Okay, I see we need to kill 2 hours.
Who is this clown?
First name, Todd.
That show, off the radio?
Do you listen?
He makes me laugh.
He's tolerable. You
can hear for yourself. 5 o'clock every day.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Watch this.
Yo, they call me Big Cheesy T. I'm the rapping cracker with rhymes that slice, sharp like cheddar. A landlord swear I'm cut to impress. I'm packing the punch. I'm bringing the zest. Dayton, Ohio, my hometown jam. Baked and toasted, but I ain't no gram. I taste so divine, way beyond measure. Night or day, I'm your guilty pleasure. Oh yeah, man, you gotta love me. You gotta love cheeses. I'm cranking out squares of cheesy flavors. No matter your crave, you're gonna savor. Rap on me, I'm a snack supreme. Better than cookies and dry saltine. I'm a bold little rapper, tasty and quick. A handful of me will do the trick. Stuff me in your mouth, I'm so damn fine. Maybe even pair it with a glass of wine. I'm the snack that fills the world with joy and brings cheesy goodness no one can destroy. I'm crispy, I'm crunchy, I'm one of a kind, and Dayton made. I'm showing my pride. Hear my rap, my big cheesy treat. Build a statue of me, let my orangeness gleam.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Here in a couple of moments, I'm going to give you a little tease, a little peek into a big Cheez-It event that we are putting together for Carillon Historical Park, which will be happening in September. But I've got details on that here in a couple. It is also Wing It Wednesday coming up after 6:30. We've got a couple of folks from Brothers Helping Brothers from right here in the Miami Valley, a great local organization doing a lot of good. We're going to be talking to Nick and Amanda. And it just so happens that today is National Chicken Wing Day. How did that happen? How did we make that happen? That's it seems like it was almost planned. Pretty cool. So here's the deal. We're still working out the details on this event. So keep September 3rd open. If you have any interest in getting together with the Edgeheads, there's going to be an event, tentative date, but there's going to be an event at Carillon Historical Park. What we're going to be doing is giving a select number of Edgeheads a sneak peek at the brand new Green and Green Cheez-It historical marker that is going to be placed out on Edwin C. Moses Boulevard. Now, here's the deal. And again, we're still working out the details. This is going to be a ticketed event, and it's going to cost a nominal amount. It's like $10 or something like that. But what that'll get you is it will get you some Cheez-Its, and it will get you unlimited soft drinks. Because here's the deal. When we did the big Cheez-It statue reveal a couple of years ago, we had so many people there that it was overflowing beyond the space that we were set up. We had people out on the patio and the beer garden, and they couldn't see, they couldn't hear anything. And people, candidly, were a little disappointed. So I didn't want anybody to be disappointed. We're going to have this event. It's going to be limited tickets. I'm not sure how many, a couple hundred for sure. But we're also going to try, and I'm going to make this happen. I want this to be online, because lots of times when I do my live shows out, we're not on the live stream. It's just on the radio. But I really want to try to make that happen for all the Edgeheads that aren't going to be there. And then after we have that night and we have that show, at some point we will have sort of another get together, not as big of an event as this one is planned, but we're going to stick it into the ground, and we'll be out there again, Edwin C. Moses Boulevard. No time or date yet for that. but it's going to be happening. So I'm very excited about that. Keep your ears tuned, as they say. The plan is that I will make the big announcement on Monday, exactly what the deal is and how you get tickets and all that. And of course, Carillon's a nonprofit. So, nobody's making bank from these tickets that we're going to be selling. And again, it's going to be a nominal expense to go. And you'll get all kinds of cool stuff and, unlimited beverages, like I said, and soft drinks and whatnot. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool. The other thing I wanted to bring up. So this Sunday, we have the Evening Edge Ice Cream Social scheduled at Airline Dairy Cream. I've had people message me about this and wanting the information. They see it on my Facebook. It's scheduled for Sunday from 1 to 3, Airline Dairy Cream. But here's the deal. I've been watching the weather, and from what I am seeing, it's supposed to rain, and there's supposed to be some storms. So I'm having very preliminary conversations with the folks at the Airline Dairy Cream about postponing it for a week. We have arranged it. We already, Ian, I'm so sorry. He's bummed. He was really looking forward to it. I'm not saying we're not doing it, but I just need to get a little closer to the date and see what the weather's going to be like. So, because here's the thing, Airline Dairy Cream, it's a great place, and they've got a nice, inside area. But last year at some point we had 25, 30, maybe a little more edge heads out there throughout, at one time. And that's not going to hold that many people plus their normal customers. So there is a chance that we may postpone it for 1 week, but we will see. I'll let you know either tomorrow or Friday for sure. We got some food news.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Oh, what's your favorite food?
No flavors here. Food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you own of this kind?
This is so scrumptious.
Well, one of the things we've talked about on the show from time to time is just customer service when it comes to fast food, and in particular, McDonald's. And I saw this story today, and this is pretty bad. There was a study done using Google reviews on how people rated customer service at McDonald's. And this was throughout America. They did these reviews. There's 193 restaurants, McDonald's restaurants in the state of Ohio. Out of all 50 states, we finished third from the bottom for customer service. Out of a possible 5 stars, overall, the McDonald's got a 3.25 rating. That's pretty bad. We tied with South Carolina and Wisconsin. The only 2 states that were worse, Georgia and Michigan, was down at the bottom, the very, very bottom. Hawaii ranked at the top. Yeah, but see, there's only 48 restaurants there, and 68,000 reviews were given. In Ohio, there were 346,000 reviews plus. Ian,
I think the reason why, you said there's only 40. You said 43 in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think because that sample size is so small. Also, who's going to go on vacation to Hawaii and go to McDonald's?
Well, there are people that live there that aren't on vacation.
Right, but I'm just saying they get the majority of their income through tourism.
There's a lot
so
of
I'd have to guess that.
Well, I suppose.
So I feel like the sample size is even smaller, given that even though it's only 43 locations.
Perhaps it's 48, but
whatever.
But
what I said.
Okay, all right, I get you. But I would say that even if there are less reviews, you still look at an average, right? You're still looking at the average rating. So I understand what you're saying, but I think I think that it could be a number of things. It could be the weather's really good and people are happy there. Maybe
they're happy meals.
They're just happy, and their
I'll do my own
customer
survey.
service is better because they're happy people. Here in Ohio and Michigan, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. The highest rated locations in Ohio were Parma and Lorain, which are in northeastern Ohio. The lowest rated are our arch nemesis, Toledo. 3.06. The worst customer service in the state. The McDonald's in Toledo. 937-957-1290. There's video I posted on my Facebook page. If you've not seen this, it's been going around for a few days. Have you seen this video of the pet store in Illinois? This is called Something Fishy Pets. And on Monday, they had Ring cameras. They're inside the store, keeping an eye on things. People were kind of working, doing their thing. At the front of the store, there is a 2,000-gallon aquarium with over 350 fish. And this apparently has been a fixture at the store for like 30 years. It's some sort of what they call a Amazon water experience, where some of these fish are from the Amazon. Well, the aquarium gave way. It broke. It cracked. And 2,000 gallons of water spilled out all over the ground of this pet store, out onto the sidewalk in front of the store, and out into the parking lot. And all 350 fish were just whooshed away. Now, they say they were able to scoop up, I guess, 100 of them. So, but still, over 250 fish lost their lives in this aquarium mishap. Crazy. But the video is on my Facebook if you want to check it out.
Sir, please identify yourself. It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Well, who is this guy and where did he come from?
Maybe he escaped from the circus.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I mean, this guy is something else.
Just for you. Keep listening to the radio.
On WHIO.
All right, I got to go get my guest. I'll be right back.
what we're going to do.
Free.
The U.S. responds to Iranian attacks. We'll have the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
We are going to have mad fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up after the 6:30 news, it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We're going to be talking to Jim and Nick from Brothers Helping Brothers right here in the Dayton area. All the good work that they're doing. We're going to learn about Brothers Helping Brothers. And by the way, if you are a nonprofit, I mentioned this earlier, but I'll mention it again. If you would like to be on the show, all it costs you is a order of chicken wings. It's pretty simple, right? You bring me wings, and you get to talk about the good work that you're doing here on WHIO for about a half an hour or so. I mean, chicken wings, what, it's like 10, 15 bucks? You can't buy advertising for that. No way. But that's coming up after the news. I saw this story today. From time to time, weird things go up for auction, right? And my dad, my late father, was an auctioneer, so I'm always intrigued by these sorts of things. There was a auction recently held for Apollo 12 astronaut Alan Bean. Now, this guy, he was the fourth person to walk on the moon in 1969 and was part of the second U.S. mission to the lunar surface. Now, the two items that people were really excited about. The first one was a space hammer. It was a space hammer. It was a tool that became part of Apollo history on November 19th, 1969, when Bean famously used it to free a fuel cask during deployment of an experiments package on the lunar surface. He used this space hammer and just beat the 11 daylights out of it, and it worked. The other thing, now that one went for $812,000. That's pretty good. The other thing that was sold and went for $400,000. It was his little guide that he had attached to his leg that had details and information that he needed for the trip. But it also had inside Playboy pictures that he had snuck in prior to the mission. So that little cuff-mounted checklist, along with the Playboy magazine photos, sold for $400,000. That's an odd thing. I mean, you'd think space auction, that wouldn't be at the top of my list, but okay.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Turn the mics on so everybody can hear us. Hello, everybody. Just making sure that we're on here. So we've got Nick Megato and Jim Bernica. Bernica.
I am very used to it.
Bernie.
I'm more surprised when somebody gets it right.
Bernica. Use my phonics, but yeah, well, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And we've got Amanda on the far right. Now you're not on camera, Amanda.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
You want to be on camera?
No need.
She's just our moral support.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And you called the show, and are you a therapist or what was it?
No, so I remember we called because you had a conversation about your wife's shoes.
Yes.
It was the gold shoes that she brought out, and you were just like, "That's just not my fave."
Yeah.
And we had a long conversation about it, and a lot of the edge heads were saying that I was sounding like a therapist.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
But my bachelor's is in social work, and a lot of counselors.
Ah, gotcha. Yep,
so,
yep.
Yeah.
I got you now. All right. My memory is suspect. I don't remember a lot of.
Same with us. Don't worry, you're in good company.
I try. I really try.
We got our brain injuries.
Yeah. Too much soccer playing. That's head balls and head butts.
Oh my.
All right. Got about a minute or so, minute and a half.
All right.
So are you both from Dayton? Okay.
I went to CJ.
Okay. Where'd you go?
Vandalia Butler.
Vandalia. Amanda.
Oh, just a small Christian school. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beaver Creek.
Well, we lived in
Lived
Beaver
in
Creek.
Beaver Creek. Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Beaver Creek. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that where you're at now?
We are right on the Beaver Creek Riverside line. We're technically in Riverside, but our mailing address is Beaver Creek. I mean, we're like right on the county line.
Mm.
So I get the benefits of sort of being from Beaver Creek or living in Beaver Creek. It's a nice, very nice neighborhood. Because, some parts of Riverside are a little dodgy.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't have the property tax that Beaver Creek has.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of worked out.
I'm in Beaver Creek now, but it's almost Sugar Creek. So we're like in the neighborhood behind Stall Vision.
Okay.
Kind of like across the highway from the green.
Gotcha.
Right
Yeah. I grew.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're gonna have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just gonna wing it?
I think I'm just gonna wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube, and it is Wing It Wednesday. Sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. And by chance, it's National Chicken Wing Day. And I've got Jim Bernica and Nick Megatow from Brothers Helping Brothers, along with Amanda. Jim and Nick, you guys are part of the group, and Amanda is married to Nick, right?
Correct. Yep.
And Amanda's actually the one, she's called the show before. And we had an interesting conversation about my wife's shoes. Yeah, we did 100%. But anyway, they're here, and we're going to talk about brothers helping brothers. First, a shout out Company 7 Barbecue. Holy cow, they smell good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good. So good. All right. So Wing It Wednesday here. Let's talk about brothers helping brothers. Give me just sort of the details on this. I've got to be honest with you. I've not heard of brothers helping brothers. So I want to learn. I want my edgeheads to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. So Brothers Helping Brothers was founded in 2014 after local firefighter and friend of mine, Art Springer, passed away from the H1N1 flu.
Okay.
So we worked at Phillipsburg Fire Department together. He got sick. We started to raise money for his hospital bills and stuff like that against his will, because all us firefighters don't like accept
I
other
don't
people's
need your help.
Right?
I'm fine. Yeah.
And unfortunately, he ended up passing away from that illness. And so what we did was we ended up parlaying. We had like a T-shirt campaign and a gun raffle, and end up with a pretty large fish fry. And through all those efforts, we were able to raise about $20,000 for his daughter's college fund. She was 13 at the time.
Oh, that's great.
But through that, we decided, we had these shirts made up that said Brothers Helping Brothers and things like that. And everybody thought, this was such a cool name that we should try to do something with it. And Art was really passionate about making sure we had the right tools and equipment at Phillipsburg, which, is a small department, doesn't have a lot of resources. So we decided to, create the organization in his memory to help small and rural fire departments throughout the country with tools and equipment.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, so up to today, I think we've done just roughly around 16 different grants to departments all across the country.
So not just locally, it's all over the place.
Yep.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Because, a lot of, like you said, the smaller communities, they just don't have the budgets.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if you're from a big city or a small community. A fire engine costs what a fire engine costs, right? And gear costs what it costs.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you're on a shoestring budget. There's no big discount for that, right?
Well, and that's the thing. Like a lot of smaller departments, they depend on community fundraisers, fish fries, all sorts of different means to fund their operation.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys are not, guys and gals are not, being paid. They're either making a stipend or, completely free labor at all. So, with the way that the, atmosphere is within the fire service, we're already, there's been a declining membership in the volunteer fire service. And now we're seeing it's even hard to recruit full-time firefighters. So
why is that, do you think? Is it the pay? Is it the quality of life? Is it the risks? I mean, I'd be curious what the reason behind that is.
I think there's like a multitude of reasons. I mean, firefighting is a blue collar job,
right?
It's dirty, it's nasty. There's a lot of health risks that go into that too.
Sure.
Which, the fire service is, as a whole is trying to address, but it just seems like it. And then like around here, at least, like, for me personally, like when I started, you had to come to the table with all the education up front. So like you had to pay for your firefighter level 1 and 2, pay for your EMT and paramedic, and pay for your fire inspector, even to be considered for a full-time job. So it's, can be kind of difficult if you are, don't have the money to go to school and take all those classes. I mean, you're talking about over 2 years worth of schooling just to even get a part-time job or get a full-time job, hopefully.
Right.
And like when I started, like I was a full-time part-timer. I worked 3 part-time jobs to make a full-time living.
Right.
And nowadays, since I've been out of the fire service, it's a lot easier to get a job now. But it's one of those things that departments are still struggling with. You see a lot of departments, full-time departments, going to a model where they're paying people off the street to go to class and
right.
and things like that. So I mean, it's slowly being addressed, but again, it's it's not an easy job.
Sure.
It can be a difficult job at times. So.
Yeah. Jim, why don't you, can you talk a little bit about your fundraising efforts? I mean, obviously you probably take donations, but you guys do events too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, part of the mission of Brothers Helping Brothers, it's to provide firefighters with the tools. And that doesn't always mean just physical tools.
Right.
A lot of it is, you know, putting tools in our toolkit in our brain and really figuring out how to navigate this job and all the perils that exist.
Right.
So we're getting ready to, in October, have our 9th annual Health and Wellness Conference. And that is where we're going to talk about the behavioral health issues. We'll talk about the firefighter cancer. We'll talk about fitness. Just all those things are on that plate. And we've had people coming from all over this country and even outside this country coming to this area, which isn't always the easiest to get to.
Sure.
But they realize the value of what we're putting on and how we're doing it. The people we're bringing in really have bought into this mission as well. And it's an annual conference, but it's almost like a family gathering, like a reunion of sorts.
Is this conference something that happens? Is this kind of common, or is this sort of a newer thing where the focus on that well-being, you know, the emotional, the mental, and all that, is that kind of a new sort of emerging idea?
I would agree that it is emerging. I would say, in fact, I think we were one of the first ones to be out in front. I mean, the fact that we have 9 years of experience in doing this, we're pretty ahead of, I think, the rest of everybody else doing this, which is great. Like, we need to talk about this stuff. We need to address it, whether it's here or throughout the country and beyond.
Yeah.
So the fact that all these other places are popping up and doing it is great. But we now have this falling again. It's this reunion. Everybody, all the misfit toys from all over the place,
right? Yeah,
you know, converge into, we call it Exotic Beaver Creek. That's kind of the
Exotic Beaver Creek.
Yep, it's a joke. Because when a lot of these conferences, the ones that did exist initially, were in what I would consider exotic places. They're in Florida, they're in Vegas, they're in LA, whatever.
Yeah.
And so the joke was, well, Beaver Creek is exotic too.
Right. Well, it has its,
and we've just kind of ran with
finer
that.
points. Yeah.
But like, here's the other part of this whole thing is, like, we've realized by doing this for so long, like, the topics we cover, they are heavy. I mean, it could take the oxygen out of the room, like right now,
right?
With these stories and everything we tell. So we realized we had to kind of balance things out. And so we've injected humor into it.
Yeah.
And so each year now we have a different theme.
Okay.
And we let the attendees from the year before choose the theme for next year.
Okay.
So
What is it this year? What is it this year?
Hold on. Let me get to that.
All right.
Because I'll paint the picture. And I think you'll appreciate this. So,
sure.
like 2 years ago, pro wrestling.
We
made the stage look like a legit wrestling ring. We had Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Okay. He was there. Last year, the attendees picked the Big Lebowski.
Nice.
So, I mean, Nick and I, if you can imagine, we're on the stage, looks like a bowling alley.
Yeah.
We're on stage and we're wearing a robe, we're wearing shorts and Birkenstocks, and nobody cares. Like, people are cosplayed. It's almost like become a Comic Con as well. This year they voted to have Super Troopers as the theme. So, and that's very fitting because the next movie comes out actually next Friday.
Right.
So,
well, that's kind of cool. That works out well.
It's been really, it's still, I kind of, all right, he might get upset at me, but this isn't in print, so I can say this.
No, that's all right.
We're kind of like the Savannah Bananas of conferences.
Okay. Well, it's got to be entertaining and engaging for people.
If have you had a chance to see a Bananas game?
I've not seen one live. I mean, I know what they do. I've seen plenty of videos.
They're amazing.
Watched them on TV.
It's great when it comes down to it. When you peel back the layers, like, it's still amazing baseball.
Yeah.
They can hit, they can pitch, they can catch.
Right.
Really good. We do the same thing. Like, the people we're bringing in are the best of the best.
Right.
But we're also going to have fun with it.
Sure.
We put that little spin on it. And that's changed everything.
Well, like you said, I mean, these are heavy topics that people in your profession deal with, and you need a little bit of levity. You need to be able to, you want to come and have a good time and be informed, but you want it to be a pleasurable experience.
Absolutely.
You know, you don't want it to be dark and depressing, which it can be.
Well, and the biggest thing that we make sure that we leave everybody with, and this is paramount, is hope.
So the is primarily all your fundraising efforts to sort of pay for this particular event? Is that?
Well, so I mean, the conferences are kind of a ways to fund the nonprofit. So
I see what you're saying.
It
Okay,
works in a couple ways. So
people pay to come, and then that money turns around, and you are able to help buy the equipment and buy gear for people.
Yeah, so
okay, I see.
We have sponsors and vendors and things like that that help pay for the event. Like currently, tickets are $200 for the 2.5 days that we have the conference. And then all that money goes back into the charity to keep the conference going and, fund our equipment grants and things like that.
We've
as well.
never made anything, and we never will off this. Like, it all goes into this. And I mean, I would still say we've been paid, but it just hasn't been monetary. Like, we know the impact we've made in our firefighters' lives and their family's life. And we know we've saved lives, we've saved marriages, and that is what really keeps us going doing this.
Do you have a lot of buy-in from the local departments around here? People? Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty well attended event. This year we're looking at probably 200 to 250 people.
Okay.
Coming from all across the country. Like last year we had 24 different states plus Canada.
Okay.
So we're hoping to have roughly that or more. And I mean, it's a, like Jim said, it's a great event. We've had testimony, like people have reached out to tell us like this has helped save their life or save their marriage. And that's amazing. Like, again, that's what keeps us going and keeping us, keeping the conference going as well.
Where can people go online to get information about this? You got a website? You're on Facebook?
You're going to love this name.
Okay. Let's hear.
So for Brothers Helping Brothers, our website is just brothershelpingbrothers.org. For the conference, it's actually exoticbeavercreek.com.
So a real website. Make sure you pull it up on your work computer.
Okay. All right. Hang tight, guys. And Amanda. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. We're talking with Jim Bernica and Nick Megato from Brothers Helping Brothers right here in Dayton.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO.
So a couple of years ago, we're talking about the UFO conference. So a couple of years ago, a bunch of friends of ours, we went down to Hocking Hills, and they had a Bigfoot festival. It was downtown Hocking Hills, and it was streets were closed off, and it was mostly vendors, right? But they had like a Jeep jamboree kind of thing, and they had people dressed as Bigfoot walking around. They had some experts there from like Expedition Bigfoot and different shows like that. And it was kind of fun. So when I came back, I was talking to my our program director. I was like, boy, that was just kind of a neat little thing with Wright Pat being right here and the whole story of Roswell and the UFO and them bringing the UFO to Wright Pat area or Hangar 18, Why hasn't anybody had a UFO event? There's a huge one in Roswell that gets like, 30, 40,000 people. So that day I come on the air and I'm talking about this, and I'm talking about the experience and why hasn't anybody done this and blah, 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 blah. 10 minutes later, a guy calls the show and he says, I was just listening to your show and I literally just left a meeting about having a UFO conference in Fairborn. And he became on the show UFO Bill. Sadly, he passed away earlier this year. But so I kind of got involved with them. Like they wanted me to be the spokesman, and then they wanted me to be the MC and all this. And I'm like, why don't you guys just do your thing and I'll be happy to promote it. Right. I'll be happy to go. I'll be happy to talk about it. And, you know, and let's just leave it at that. So, but I was part of the ground floor, and they did it the first year, and it was pretty small. It was a small kind of a deal. One day this year, but last year they had maybe 15 vendors, and they were all in the lobby of that hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had one of the rooms, like one of the lecture halls or whatever you want to call it. Well, this year, a different group sort of took over. And this guy, they're like, he and his wife do events. Like they've done many events. It was off the hook. It was great. They had people from, you know, big speakers from 8 o'clock until 7 o'clock at night. They had a VIP meeting or event the night before. They had like 30, 40 vendors. And they had the big hall. They weren't all crowded in that front space there in the lobby. It was a really, really good event. It was a good event.
You like the hotel and everything there?
Well, I've never stayed at the hotel. I mean, I'll be honest about that, but I've never heard anything negative. It's very nice inside. There's a restaurant right in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's you know, they plenty of space for meetings, and you know, and I think it's a great location right there off the highway.
Yeah.
You know, and it's practically Beaver Creek. I mean, it's
like
Fairborn, but
from Beaver
yeah, it's like,
I mean, even the last 2 years we were actually at the Greene County Fairgrounds.
Oh,
we were in Xenia for
yeah,
a couple of years.
yeah.
So, but we've always, besides the very first year, we've always been in Greene County. But I can tell you regarding the hotel, like we're really excited. We're going to be there the next 3 years.
Yeah.
They're really working well with us. They believe in our mission too, which is
good.
What we were looking for was to have a partner that supported us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like our first hotel that we worked with, they like we did one of the conference, you know, we had it during COVID or whatever, and it really helped them out because I mean they were on the verge of shutting down for COVID.
Yeah.
And so they really rewarded us year after year. And then this I forget what, a couple of years ago they came to us and like they were charging us $600 to rent the room, so it was dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're gonna have to raise your fees and stuff. I'm like, that's fine. I figured this day would come eventually.
Hang on, we got to go back on. Hang on, real quick. We can chat.
What's going on every morning on your way to work?
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
Another nice day tomorrow. Latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Oh, well, go have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just gonna wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Just wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. It is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We're talking to Nick Megatow, and Jim Bernica from Brothers Helping Brothers, firefighter-centered sort of organization. and they've got an event coming up in October. And we've been chatting about it on air, off the air. It sounds like a great event, a great service for your brethren there in the firefighting. I guess you can call it industry, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
sure.
it is. So hit us one more time with the websites and where people can get more information, because this is really important. Like you said, it's not just giving out scholarships for people to buy equipment, but you're offering them all kinds of services that helps them personally, emotionally, mentally.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're interested more in learning about Brothers as a whole, you can go to our website, which is www.brothershelpingbrothers.org. Same thing on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then for the conference, it's exoticbeavercreek.com.
Excellent. Well, gentlemen, Jim and Nick, thank you so much. Amanda, you're the one who kind of put all this together. Yeah,
True.
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 Well, thank you. And thank you again for the great smelling wings from Company 7 Barbecue there in Inglewood. I've been there before. They're great. So thank you. All right, folks. Well, there you go. That's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. We'll be back tomorrow just after 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Don't forget, you can get the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com, and the live stream, you can watch it back on Facebook and YouTube. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, that's all, folks.
But if what came, we partied, we conquered.
Is that all there is?
Yep, that's all she wrote.
Next time will be better.
Well, at least you tried.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time, we'll be